DAC. Yesterday we have a chance to understand Informatica. In Informatica we have how many components, sir? In Informatica we have how many components? 5 components are there. What are those? Administration console, repository manager, designer, workflow manager, monitor. All administration activities will be done using administration console. And repository manager is useful to add the repositories, create the folders, and to do the migration and all. Next, designer is the only component where you will work most of the time. So actually that is the reason we understand how to import the source definitions, target definitions, and how to create the mappings, how to create the transformations. These are all things we done in the designer only. Thereafter, we went and we created a session. Each and every session task will be mapped with one mapping. Each and every session task will be mapped with one mapping. Thereafter, we went for workflow. Each and every workflow may be mapped with one or more tasks. Now, in case of Informatica, we have one limitation. What is the limitation is, I will tell you that limitation. Suppose yesterday I created 2 workflows I created, right? Let me go to the Informatica, let me go to the clients, let me go to the workflow manager. One of the major limitation what I have in Informatica is, let me open that component. First we'll understand why we need to go for the DAC. Okay. Why you are going for the DAC is we have some problems with the Informatica. That is the reason we are choosing DAC. Okay, what is the problem I have? I will tell you first. Right click and connect here. Then I am giving as password as administrator connect. Now I have here in the customer RI tag 2 workflows are available. Let me right click on this one, click me open. It is open. Now double click on this one. Double click on this one. Then if you go for the workflows, I have here so many workflows are there, right? Now my problem is, let us say I want to run my workflows in this order. I want to run first this one. Once it is running is completed, then second one I want to run. Then second one is running is completed, then immediately third one I want to run. That is completed, immediately I want to run fourth one. That means I want to maintain the dependency order. If I want to maintain that kind of dependency order in Informatica directly, it is not possible. We have to go third-party tools, or you need to go for any coding. Coding in the sense we are using Unix or Linux server means you can write in Unix Linux. Some coding you can write and make the dependency of these all things. But writing Unix or Linux code is very difficult task for us. That's why the commands will be there. PM CMD commands, PM rep command. 2 commands are available. One is PM CMD command, other one is PM rep commands are available. Using that commands, we use to maintain the dependency order among workflows. So anyhow, coding is very difficult task for us, so that is eliminated. Second is, we have n number of tools, n number of scheduling tools in the outside the market. Okay, one is Control M. Control M is one of the tools which is useful for Informatica scheduling and all. And this guy, Oracle guy, what he thought is, why I need to use some other tools, some other product. I mean, Control M is developed by some other guy, not developed by Oracle guy. So he thought, why can't I can design a tool which will give the user-friendly interface, GUI interface, graphical user interface. No need of writing any coding. The tool how it should be there is, it should be very user-friendly and should have more capabilities to schedule or to maintain the order of Informatica workflows execution. Like that, the tool should be there. So those lines he thought, and he come up with one tool that is called as DAC. Data Warehouse Administration Console. So what is the main problem with the Informatica you are facing, sir? You cannot maintain the dependency order. Due to that reason, we are looking for some other tool. That is the reason outside so many tools came to the picture. One of the more famous example is Control M is one of the example. Okay, Oracle guy don't want to use some other guy's tools. That is the reason he come up with his own tool that is called as DAC. Developing this tool is very simplest job. Even they given some time, let us say 15 days or 30 days of time, if they given, I too can develop same tool. Okay, because all their backend they are doing is PM, CMD, PM rep commands they are using, and they are trying to design one page. It is a very simple component. The activities also whatever it is doing, very simple tasks only it is doing. By the end of other 2 hours, you come to understand how simple DAC is. Okay, right. Now, as a OBI guy, why you need to go for this Informatica scheduling tool DAC? As a OBI guy, why you need to learn Informatica scheduling tool DAC? You understand that one, right? Nothing to do anything with the OBI part. This DAC is not useful to schedule a report. This DAC is not useful to schedule your dashboard, anything. OBI and DAC are 2 separate components. Then why you need to go for that is, I said earlier actually, it is a supporting project if you are working, then you need to understand how to start your DAC things, how to stop your DAC things, these are things. That is the only reason we are going for DAC. Okay, more clearly come to understand why you are going for this one while I am discussing OBIA. As of now, yes, DAC we need to learn. DAC is a Informatica scheduling tool. Right. Now, apart from one main area, whatever I said, it is useful to create the dependency order in the Informatica workflows. That is what reason I said. Apart from that one, we have some other small advantages also. We'll go through one by one advantage. Now, first, before going for that one, you need to understand what you mean by DAC. What do you mean by DAC? Data Warehouse Administration Console. This Data Warehouse Administration Console is a centralized console to design, configure, and execute what's our ETL for loading the Oracle Business Analytics Warehouse. This is nothing but OBIW, right? Already people are aware of it. OBIW is a predefined data model which is provided by Oracle as part of OBIA. OBIW is what, sir? Predefined data model. That means you will have already, you will decide for this retail business, that guy required, these all are the tables he required. In these tables, these are the columns he required. Those all empty structures he will create, and that he will give as one package as a, that is OBIW. OBIW is nothing but what, sir? Definitions of the tables. That means inside that one there is no data will be available. Only column names he will decide. What are the tables he want, it decides. What are the joins he want between the tables, he will decide. The data model that is called as what, sir? Data model. That data model will be given to the user. If you are using retail means retail kind of data model will give. If you are using something else means something else will give. Am I clear, sir? Right. We will see the data model also how to create our own. We will see the data model also how to create our own. That also there is part of our course. Next, single command and control point for the OBIW. That means in the OBIW I may have n number of tables, right? Let us say customer table is available, products table is available, time table is available, sales table is available, loyalty table is available. So many tables are available. These all things we are controlling using only one component. That is what, sir? DAC. It is a single command and control point of the entire OBIW loading process. Which table need to be loaded when? Those all things will be controlled using this one. So first point I want to recollect. Anyone ask what is DAC means? Is a centralized console to design one activity next, configure next, and execute ETLs for loading the OBIW, Oracle Business Analytics Warehouse. Next one, provides a framework for managing the entire life cycle of OBIW implementation. Framework means what, sir? What do you mean by framework? It is one process, right? One framework is nothing but one process or one interface I can say. Normally, what will happen? Let us say I am how the company implementation will happen. Let us say I am the administrator. I want to keep my server down for 1 hour. Just like that we will go and we will keep it, sir? No, you will not keep like that. We will maintain one tool. Any one tool that maybe, let us say example is most used one is Remedy. What is that, sir? Remedy. REMEDY. Remedy is the one tool. There we can track all our tickets. all your tickets. Then what I will do is, I will raise one ticket by saying this time to this time, let us say 6 o'clock to 7 o'clock, I need to maintain my OBA server down. The reason is, I come up with last week 11.1.1.6.2 patches are available. That patch updates I want to do. That patch updates I want to do, that is the reason I want to make my server down for 1 hour. That is the reason. That kind of ticket I raised and I send that one. What will happen, sir? That remedy is the one framework. It will send that one, send that same thing mail to users who are using the OBI interface. Whoever is using OBI, those all managers will be triggered by one mail. Those all guys will go to the same tool and they will approve that one. Once all members are approved, then I come to understand, okay, all members are seen my whatever activity I am doing. Then I can go ahead and I can make the stop and I can update the patch. Then after it completed, I can release the logs and I can start the servers. That means what I am trying to say is one process. That process is nothing but one framework. Process is nothing but, sir, one framework. Here also it is providing one framework for managing entire life cycle of OBIW implementation. What do you mean by OBIW implementation, sir? We need to load the tables. How we need to load the tables? What is the order? That will be covered. Next, provides an easy to use. That already I said, without this DAC also, without any other tool also, I can do in Informatica using two commands. One is pmcmd command, other one is pmrip commands. I can use these two things and I can create the Unix and Linux codes and I can execute it. No issues. But that is where is the problem, sir? I may not be aware of Unix code. Yes or no? If Unix code is not aware by you, you cannot achieve that one, right? If you take any developer, even Informatica developer or any developer, if you take and out of 100, 50% members will not know in Unix and these all things, right? Yes or no? Right. That is the reason we want one easy to use interface. That is what it is. Provides an easy to use interface for deploying, defining, and administrating and monitoring of data warehouse process. Right. Next one. Data warehouse administration console uses. What is the use of this one? We understand what you mean by DAC. Definition wise, we understand what you mean by DAC. Now, what are the main advantages I have? To understand the advantages, we'll go one by one. Simplifies ETL customizations and executions. First one is what, sir? Define ETL subject areas and execution plans. What does that mean? Already I said in the data warehouse concepts itself, data warehouse is what, sir? Definition is a subject-oriented database. Data warehouse is a subject-oriented database. What do you mean by subject, sir? Sales is one subject. Inventory is one subject. Okay, that means one business area is called as what, sir? One subject area. So I can create clearly, this is sales subject area, first load this one. This is service subject area, then load this one. This is marketing subject area, then load this one. That orders I can fix using what, sir? DAC. That's one advantage. Second advantage, automate configuration of ETL for full and incremental load of subject areas. We have loadings are two types, sir. One is called as full loading, other one is called as incremental loading. Full loading is the one whenever there is no data in the target table, we are trying to load entire data into that one. That is a full load. Incremental load is the one, I have already some data in the target table. On top of that one, some extra data I am going to append. That is called as what, sir? Incremental load. Those all things normally if you go for the Informatica means we need to take the update strategy transformation and we need to do so many things. Here I have simply one square box will be there that if you enable, that will cover the incremental load and full load. So we can manage full and incremental loads very easily. This is second advantage. Third advantage, automatic index management. What does it mean? Is it clear or you want me to make full size? Okay. Automatic index management. What does it mean? Suppose, what is index, sir? First of all, let us say I created one employee table and I defined as employee number as primary key. So employee number whenever I defined as primary key, immediately back in one index is created or not? Yes, one index is created. So what is the advantage of index for the reporting, guys? If index is there on one column, then we are trying to develop a report using that index, report will execute fast. Suppose if I written query like this, select star from EMP, where EMP number is equal to 101. Okay, then it will be executed very fast because index is available on employee number. Second is what, sir? Second query I am giving select star from EMP where ename is equal to Scott. This will not execute that much fast because on ename column I don't have what, sir? Index. So if index is available, then query execution will be fast. If index is not available, then query execution will be slow. That is the reason each and every reporting guy recommends, whatever he is going to use in the filter condition, on that filter conditions index is there, that will be recommended. These are one of the performance tuning technique for the reporting guys. Suppose one report you have, that report is not at all running for longer time. You've done all the approaches, whatever it is possible from the reporting end, let us say aggregate tables, partition and fragmentations, cache management, all the things you've done. Still it is not executing means, we can straight away, you can go to the database administrator, you can ask, sir, I am using in this report, these are on these columns I am putting filters. Can you make me indexes on these all columns? Then he will create those all indexes and he will make sure this report is running cool. This is the last activity. Now, due to this index, reporting guys are benefited. Yes or no? Due to this indexes, reporting guys are benefited because index is available, select statement will execute fast. Index is available, select statement will execute fast. Now my next question is, what about ETL guys? ETL guys will be benefited or not? That's what I need to understand. What will happen is index is nothing but, you know what is the index means, sir, first of all? Let us say, I have index means our database server, what it will do is, okay, this data is available in this box. This data is available in this box. This data is available in this box. That means whatever data is available, that data is put in the separate boxes and it will remember that one. Whenever you are calling someone, directly go to that box and it will pick that one. That's what it will do. Are you clear, sir? Now in case now what I want to do is now I want to load some data, index is available. Already index is created, then I want to load one record. Then loading process will be very difficult or it will take more time. Why? Because it has to go and see in which box I need to insert this one. Due to that reason, ETL guys will not like if indexes are there on the target table. If indexes are there on the target table, then ETL guys will not like that one. So due to indexes, ETL guys are not benefited. Due to indexes, reporting guys are benefited. Then I need to create one system in such a way, whenever they are loading data, I need to remove the indexes. Once the loading is completed, then I need to put the indexes. If I do like that, both the people are benefited. Whenever they are loading the data, I want to drop the indexes. Once the loading is completed, I want to recreate the indexes. That's what I want to do. To implement this process only, normally in ETL guys, what they used to do is in a session, we have one part that is called as properties. If you go for the target, in the bottom of this one, I have two things. One is called as free SQL, other one is called as what, sir? Post SQL. Here they used to write the SQL queries and all. In the free SQL, what they will write is, free SQL means what, sir? Before loading data into the target, then they will write drop index on employee number. It will dropping. Then if loading is completed, then they will write here post SQL by saying create index on employee number. That's what they used to manage manually. But let us say I have 10 indexes, then what they need to write, sir, here? 10 drop statements, 10 create statements. Okay, first they designed this one. After 1 month, the database administrator created one more index in the table. Then you need to come here again and you need to add one more drop statement or not? One more create statement or not? That means here some rework is happening, right? Some rework is happening. Whenever database administrator change one index, immediately you are coming and you are changing here. So I think this is not the correct way. That is the reason we want one activity that is called as what, sir? Automatic index management. What our DAC will do is, you need not create any free SQLs and post SQLs here. All we have one square box, we need to enable that one. If you enable that one, what it will do is, before loading that one, it will go to the table, whatever indexes are there, it will drop that one. and it remembers what are the things it is dropped also. What are the things it is dropped also, it remembers that one. Once loading is completed, immediately it will go over there and it will be recreating that one. Are you clear, sir? That is what called as automatic index management. Automatic index management. Before loading data into the target, automatically DAC will go and drop the indexes. Once loading is completed, it will go and create the indexes. Now, fourth point. Prior. Okay, question is here, we have two types of loadings are here. We have two types of loadings here. One is called as bulk and normal. One is called as bulk and normal. If you put bulk means at a time all the records, let's say I have 100 records are there, 100 records will be moved into here. If you put here normal means what will happen is one by one record will go and will be inserting it. Normal will be, we need to put, surely we need to put, whenever index is available on the target, we need to put this loading as what, sir? Normal. Whenever index is available in our target, on our target, we need to put this as what, sir? Normal. If you are putting on target, if you have index and you are putting it as bulk, then it will be throwing the error. That's the reason they will go for the normal. Now that guy is asking is, if I have index on the target, I can put normal and I can resolve this one. That's what he's saying. Correct? What I'm trying to say is, if you are putting even though normal, you are suggesting to Informatica tool by saying, on target table, I have indexes. That's what you are suggesting. But you are not going to improve the performance. I'm talking about your performance. I'm talking about your performance. You are putting the normal means you are suggesting to Informatica, boss, I have on my target table, I have indexes, please go one by one record loading. One by one record loading. That's what you are saying. Bulk loading means what, sir? I have no indexes on my target table. Please load whatever you want. Then what we'll do is we'll go for one snapshot. Picks one snapshot means what, sir? 100 or 200 records at a time it will pick, at a time it will put here. That's what the snapshot loading. That is bulk loading. No. Next. I have here next one that is called as prioritize and load balance ETL workflow execution. Prioritize and load balance ETL workflow execution. What does that mean? Prioritize means, already I said, first I want to run this one, then I want to run this one, then I want to run this one. That is what called as prioritize. Load balance. Load balance means, as I created yesterday, repository service, one thing I created. Second I created what, sir? Integration service I created. Already I said, sir, come friend, sir, why you are going outside? Here 2-3 chairs are available. Come friend. This room has capacity of 60 members capacity, sir. You are not more than 40 members. Come on. Come friend. All of you. Last 3 members, please come here. There one chair is there. Here also chairs are there. Right. What I am trying to say is next prioritize and load balance means, yesterday we create one repository service. I said one repository service can be associated with multiple integration services. One repository service can be associated with multiple integration services. Suppose I am running one workflow using one integration service called as int1. It is busy with this one. Then second one you want to run means it will send to the int2. That is integration 2. Integration service 2. That is called as load balancing. Whenever one server is busy, then it send request to another server. That is called as load balancing. Now, compile historical tracking of diagnostics ETL logs. That means it will maintain its own logs. It maintains its own logs to track your whatever you are doing backend activities. Next. Provide restart of ETL execution from point of failure. It is very, very, very important point, sir. Very, very important point. This is where the more advantage is there with the DAC. Suppose if Informatica, if you take an, I will give one situation. I will run one workflow. In my source, I have, let us say, 1,000 records are there. Up to 500 records loaded into the target. At that time, due to some XYZ reason, my load got failed. Then next time you need to run it. Whenever next time you are running, what will happen? Is it starts from again 1 2000 or it starts from 501 2000? It will start from 1 2000. That is the reason what we used to do, it will make duplicates, right? That is the reason based on the date flag, we used to truncate whatever loaded into the target, that 500 records we used to truncate, then we will be restarting the load. Are you clear, sir? Whatever 500 records already loaded into the target, those all 500 records we are deleting. Using what, sir? Date flag. That date flag will be there, right? Using that one, we are deleting that one. After deleting, we used to restart it. That means there is a manual work. There is a manual work. That manual work is not required with the DAC. Whenever it is failed also, second time you need not do from anything from your end. We have the restart button. Simply we are clicking on the restart button. Let's say I will go for the execution plan. Here I have the button that is called as restart button. If you click on the restart button, DAC has its own knowledge which record it is loaded last. It loaded last is 500 record. It starts from where, sir? 501 record. That is, what's it? That's what. Commit will be happens not record by record, right? Commit won't happens not record by record. Commit will be happens by default. It is, I guess, 1000 records, I guess. We can set that one, but by default, that's what I added by default word. By default, it is 1000 records. It will be happening. 10,000 records will be there. That means up to 10,000 records, you are not able to recover or not. That's the problem. Here you need not look for any other things. Am I clear? Perfect. Now update database statistics and OBIW tables and indexes. What does it mean by database statistics? Is suppose one query is not running properly. Let us say in that query I am using two tables. One is table 1, table 2. We have one concept that is called as database statistics. If you run the database statistics, then next time if you run the same query, it will execute fast. This is also one of the performance tuning. If any one query is not running, we used to go manually into the database and we used to run the database statistics. But if you use this DAC, what will happen is, once loading of the data is completed in the target, it will run its own database statistics. Due to that one, reporting guys will be benefited. Are you clear, sir? Database statistics are useful to improve the performance. To improve the performance, we used to run manually some code. Instead of we writing some code, DAC will be run behalf of you. That is also one of the automation process. These are the main advantages what we have. This document also not designed by me, sir. It is directly from Oracle. This slide is available for all you people. Whenever you install the Informatica, one L file will be created here. That L file is available. That is available in this location. That is called, this is the location. In this location, we have this document. This is for the exploring DAC. That is a document I opened and I am giving it. This is, I like this one. What have they designed this one? That is up to mark. That is the reason I am using that one. Remaining OBIA and all, they didn't have that kind of material. That is the reason I created those things. Fine. Any questions on these all advantages, sir? We have, these are the advantages. Now we understand 2 points. What is DAC? We understand. Next one, sir. What are the uses of DAC? What is DAC, sir? DAC is a centralized console to design, to configure, what is that? To execute ETL process to load into the OBIW. It is a single command interface. It is very easy to use interface. These are the points what we learned regarding DAC definition. Now coming for the DAC uses. Mainly first is what, sir? Defines ETL subject areas and execution plans. Automates the configuration of ETL for full load and incremental load. Third one is index management is possible. Prioritize and load balance is possible. Combine historical tracking is possible. Next what, sir? Restart of ETL execution process wherever it is failed. Update database statistics and OBIW tables and indexes to improve the performance. These are the main advantages what we have. Now, let us go and we will try to understand how to install this product DAC, how to configure this product DAC, and how to do actual work, whatever I say, whatever I given the theory points now, those are theory points we'll try to understand. First, as part of that one, we'll go for the installation of this one. The free request for this one, before installing the DAC, the free request is you should install the one database, any one database. Second free request is you should have the Informatica installed in your machine. You should have Informatica is installed in your machine, not OBIW, sir. OBIW is not there, also no issues. Because it is a tool which is useful to run what, sir? Informatica ETLs, Informatica workflows. Now, and also DAC is available, one more flavor, that is ODI flavor also available. ODI means what, sir? There are also one of the ETL tool, which is it is a product of Oracle. But it has no data stage or revenue issue. Some other ETL tools are available, right? Those ETL tools we cannot manage using our DAC. DAC is limited to what, sir? Informatica and ODI. These are the two ETL tools as of now it is supporting. Whatever flavor I have now in our labs, this is corresponding to Informatica, sir. This is corresponding to Informatica DAC. Am I clear? Right. Now, let us go for the installation. Installation is very simple step. Free request for Oracle database must be there. Next one is what, sir? Informatica database must be there. If these two things are there, we have the setup file. Just double click on that one and click on next. It will do that one. In between it asks you where you installed the Informatica server, the server location you need to provide. In between it asks you where is the Informatica domain, the domain file you need to provide. These two things if you provide, then everything will be go cool. Installation is nothing big task. Right. Once you install the product, then you will see here four components. One is called as what, sir? Client. Second is start server, stop server, uninstall. Nothing to learn about uninstall. Nothing to learn about stop server. Nothing to learn about start server. Whenever we are going for work, then we need to start server. Whenever work is finished, then we need to go for stop server. Next one is what, sir? Client. So we need to learn only one thing, one component. There is component is what, sir? Client component you need to learn end of the day. Let me go for client. Then it is opening. Then immediately we got one window. This is called as login screen. Now in the login screen, first time you are opening, let us say just install your product. After installation of your product, if you want to log in, means this login will not be available for you. That will be disabled. So you need to go for next option, that is what, sir? Configure. We need to configure first, then only that will be available. If I click on this configure option, then we'll get one window. There it is asking about what, sir? Create the connection. Then if I click on the next, then it will ask you what is the name of this connection you want to give. Whatever name you want to give, that name you can give here. Okay. Let us say you are giving DAC. DAC is your name. Then what is the connection type? Whatever database you have, that database you need to select. Let us say I am selecting Oracle. Then it is asking what, sir? TNS names. The TNS name you need to provide. I am providing the TNS name as ORCL. Thereafter, it is asking here authentication file. Click on this authentication file. There is asking you want to choose existing authentication file or you want to create authentication file. Whatever you want to select, you can select that one. Okay, I am selecting create authentication file. Okay, I am clicking on OK. Whenever you click on OK, you will get one window. There it is asking you to save that file. Click on what, sir? OK. Once you click on OK, it's saying authentication file DAC.con is created. Click on OK. Then it is asking what, sir? File with this name already exists. You want me to overwrite? Already existed it is, so I don't want to overwrite. So I am saying what, sir? No. Okay. This is cancelled one. So whatever system already I created, I don't want to overwrite that one. So if you do that OK, automatically you will come up with one option here. What, sir? DAC option will be available. You need to provide DAC username and DAC password. Once you provided that those all things, as of now I'm providing these all things, click on login. In our lab, all these parameters, connection, username, password, all the things will be DAC I configured. Some reason someone is changed actually that configuration. There is a reason RRI take and DAC underscore raw vidis came, right? DAC underscore raw vidis came because someone is changed that one. If it's changed, then it is okay. If it is not changed, means all the things will be configured as DAC will be there in our labs. Okay, once you log into the mission, then this is what the interface what we will get. In this interface, let us try to observe the server. The server icon, what is this, sir? Yellow color, what color? Yellow color, it seems to be like that, but it says as document says orange color. Okay, if color is orange color, that means server is started, but no one is running using the server. If it is coming in the red color, let us say I am going for all programs, Oracle database DAC, and I am going for stop server. Whenever I am stopping the server, one black window will come, that will be vanishes shortly. Once this vanishes, then you can see this yellow color will be changed into red color. Change into what, sir? Red color. So red color is available means, what does that mean, sir? Your server is not started. Next, one more color will come that is called as green color. Green color means server is started and some workflows also running using DAC. So we have here three server icons. One is red color, second is orange color, third is green color. Red color means server is not started. Orange color means server is idle. Server is started but no one is using that one, that is idle. Third one is green color. Green color means server is started and someone is using that one. That is what the green color means. Now, as of now, I am starting my server. Let us say all programs, DAC. Then I am going for start server. Then automatically after few seconds it will come into the start position. That means orange color position will come. That is okay. Now next what we need to understand is here I have one thing that is called as RRI tech. Then I call as also here universal. Two things are available. What is these two things are called as? Containers. What is that, sir? Containers. These containers are useful to store your whatever activities you are doing in the DAC. Those all activities will be saved into containers. Here how many containers I have, sir? Here two containers I have, RRI tech and universal. These two containers again will go and save in some separate folders backend. These all folders combinedly called as repository of the DAC. Am I clear, sir? RRI tech is one folder backend. Universal is one folder backend. These all folders combinedly called as what, sir? DAC repository. I will tell you whenever I am deploying, I will show you where is that folders are available and all. Okay, as of now, you need to create container. That is step one. If you go for here, click on what, sir? New source system container. You can click on that one. Immediately it will give you an option, new container ID and name. Provide whatever name you want. Let us say I am providing RRI tech 1 and we need to provide some name. I am providing, container ID, right? 1 2 3 5 8 6 something. Name I am giving as RR ITech 1. Create empty new container. Create a copy of existing container. That means this container, if you want to create from existing RR ITech container, means you can create that one by using this option. If you want to create what's new container, you can go for the new container. Click on OK. Whenever you click on that one, then you can see in the drop down one more container that is called as RR ITech 1. If you select RR ITech 1, in this one no tasks are available, no task groups are available, no tables are available, nothing is available. If you select RR ITech, then you are able to see some of the tasks, some of the task groups, these all things, right? Fine. Now we understand how to create the container. This is our step 2 in the configuration. Step 1 is what, sir? We need to click on the configure and we need to create the username and password. My classroom notes is available for all of you people, right? Yes or no? In that one I given step by step. Okay, you can take the Xerox and you can see that one. Okay, right. Step 2 is what, sir? We need to create the container. Yes, I created the container also. Third job. Third job is we need to integrate my DAC with the database, right? My DAC with the database. To integrate DAC with the database, what I need to do? To integrate DAC with the database, what I need to do? I need to configure somewhere. Those all configuration will be taken care by one of the button. Which button will be helpful, sir? Setup, correct. Setup. In the setup, I have one thing that is called as what, sir? Physical data sources. In the physical data sources, we need to configure our database. All you need to do is you need to click on this new. Then we need to provide what is our name. Let us say I am providing my database name is equal to, let us say, ORCL1234. This name you can provide whatever you want, no issues. This name you want, whatever you want, you can provide. This is the logical name which is available in our DAC. Are you clear, sir? It is the logical name only. Whatever name you want to provide, you can provide that name. No issues. And type. This database you are going to use as a source database, or you are going to use as a data warehouse database, or you are going to use as Informatica repository database. That's what you need to understand. And we need to provide accordingly. I am providing, let us say, source database. And we need to provide a connection type. Connection type is equal to OCA8 I am providing, Oracle OCA8. Then TNS name we need to provide. TNS name is nothing but what, sir? Your database name. That is exactly whatever name available in the database, that name you need to provide. Exactly whatever name available, that name you need to provide. Then I have your table owner. Whatever you want to provide, you can provide it. Let us say supplier 2. Yes, you can provide it. TNS owner ID, this also I am providing as supplier 2. Then maximum connections 10, data source number, if you want to provide, you can provide 1521. Then remaining all the things are optional. Click on save, click on test connection. They are saying what, sir? Successfully established. Like this, we can add here multiple databases. Right. But always it is best practice to keep whatever name of the database is the same name you are keeping, that is the best practice. So that you will not have any unnecessary confusions. Okay, yes, but you can put whatever name you want. If you want, you can put it also. Okay, right. First step, third step is completed. That is called as what, sir? Creating database integration. We integrated DAC with the database now. Now my DAC is able to communicate with what, sir? Database. My DAC is able to communicate with database. Next step. The main purpose of this DAC is to execute the Informatica workflows, right? So my DAC should be in a position to contact Informatica repository. Informatica repository is maintained by which server, sir? Repository service. And from here I want to run that one. That means running by which server, sir? Integration service. So now I need to contact repository service and also integration service. That means I need to integrate my DAC with the Informatica. To integrate my DAC with the Informatica, then I need to go for Informatica servers. Double click on that one. Then this window will be refreshed. Once it is refreshed, I have here, I already configured someone is disturbed entirely, sir. Okay, no issues. Okay. Now I want to create my own repository service and my own integration service. As of now, tell me in the workflow manager, where is your mappings and all available? So these all things are available. These all things are available under where, sir? Oracle _ BA _ DW _ base. This is where these all things are available. Now this repository service I want to integrate over there. To do like that, what you need to do is go here, and already here some repository service is available. So I am inactivating those things. Those all things are not required for me. I am inactivating those all things. So these two things are not valid now. Now I am going to create our own repository service. I am clicking on what, sir? New. Whenever I click on new, it is asking what, sir? Some name it is asking. That name you can provide whatever you want. I am providing, let us say, in which container we are doing this all work? Nara container we are doing. Okay. Right. Setup. Next, Informatica servers. These all things are inactivated. Okay. Next, I am going for new. What is the name, sir? Name you can provide any name, whatever you want. Any name if you want, whatever you want, you can provide it. Let us say I am providing here RR iTech underscore rep. I am providing rep underscore OBIA. RR iTech underscore rep underscore OBIA. OBIA repository I am going to take here. Now, this is the Informatica. This is Informatica, and here I have repository. Two things are there. Repository means it is a repository service. Informatica means it is a integration service. What is it, sir? Repository means it is a repository service. Informatica means it is a integration service. As of now, what you want to integrate? As of now, what you want to integrate? That we need to select here. What you want to integrate, sir? Repository you want to integrate first. Then we need to provide here one host name. Host name is nothing but where your Informatica repository service is available. That computer name you need to provide. In my case, it is available in the same mission, right? That's the reason I am saying as what, sir? Localhost. Now, server port number you need to provide. Okay, you can provide what is the port number. That port number you can provide. Normally it is 6001. 6001. If you have any questions regarding this one, you can go and you can verify. You can go and you can verify in the administration console to go that one. All programs. Next, what, sir? Informatica services. Next, Power Center Administration Console. Click on S. What is the port number, sir? 6001. That is the reason by default port number of Informatica is 6001. Like our OBI11G port number is what, sir? 7001. Our Oracle database port number is what, sir? 1521. 1521. Like that, similarly, this Informatica port number also 6001. Then I need to provide here login. Login is equal to administrator. To log into that repository services, administrator. And I need to provide here password. That password is also administrator. Then maximum connections you can define. Next, repository name. What is your repository name? So that exact name you need to provide here basically. That exact name you need to provide. The exact name of this one is Oracle BA DW server. This is what my exact name. This is up in position. This is the integration service. This is also up in the position, right? These two things I am going to integrate. First I am going for Oracle BA DW base. This is what my name. Okay, this name as it is you need to copy and paste. Otherwise it will throw errors. If you write any spelling mistakes also it is a matter. Oracle BA underscore DW underscore base. Now once you created that one, here domain one thing is there, right? It is invisible here. Okay, you save this one first. Once you save this one, go top here. Go top here, somewhere we have the domain here. Somewhere we have the domain. From here you can give the domain name. What is our domain name, sir? Domain underscore RRITech is your domain name. Take that domain name and put over there. Let us say I am putting here. Once it is done, if you change anything here, you need to use this save button. If you change anything here, then you need to use button. Save button. Click on the save button. It is saved. Once it is saved, everything is done. Once again save this one. If you confirm here, domain underscore RRITech is came here or not. Are you clear what I am trying to say? Then click on this test connection. Once it is passed, that means we are good to go. What is saying, sir? Successfully established. That means it is able to contact our Informatica repository service. DAC is able to contact our Informatica repository service. Thereafter, we need to create what, sir? Integration service, right? We need to create integration service. To create the integration service, click on what, sir? New. Next, we need to provide some name here. I am providing any name you can provide. Basically, any name you can provide. That is the reason I am providing here. What name I provided for this one? Same way I will provide. RRITech underscore INT underscore OBIA. Now OBIA version also what we are using is 7962 we are going to use. That's the reason I am giving OBIA version 7962. Next, this is called as integration service, right? Integration service parameter is what's the type is? Informatica. Service name. Service name you need to provide here. What is the service name, sir? Same name. Whatever you are seeing the service name, the service name you need to provide. Oracle BA. It's BA or B1, sir? This is our side then. This is BA, right? Oracle BA DW server. This is what I created. Okay. This one I am taking. This is lab mission, sir. Actually, whatever I am using is lab mission I am using. That is the reason people done whatever they like. Okay. Service name I am giving as Oracle BA DW server. Now, server port number. Server port number normally we need to provide 6001. If it is invisible, visible means we need not provide also, no issues. Next what, sir? Domain name, we need to provide domain underscore RRITech. Better to copy and paste so that we can eliminate the typo mistakes. I am providing here domain underscore RRITech. Then login name we need to provide. Login is what, sir? Administrator. Administrator. Password also administrator. This integration service is associated with what repository, sir? That repository name you need to provide. You go and confirm that also. Oracle BA DW server. Okay. Associated repository. Associated repository what, sir? Oracle BA DW base. We now recreated the integration service. At the time we are associating one repository service or not? Yesterday we done that one. Yes or no? Yes. That name we need to provide here. That is Oracle BA DW base. I am going and I am selecting that one Oracle BA DW base to eliminate the mistakes and all. I am copying and I am pasting here. I am copying and I am pasting. Then I need to go for save of this one. Once I saved everything, if I did correctly, then if I click on this test connection, it should be success. It's saying as successfully established. Click on OK. No issues. Now I created what, sir? Repository service, integration service. My DAC server is now able to communicate with. My DAC server is now able to communicate with what, sir? Informatica, repository service and integration service. Okay. Now if DAC what it done is DAC came here. DAC came here and it is here I have so many repositories, right? But still out of these all repositories, understand, I need to go and talk only with this one. Why? Because I communicate, I given what's the configuration? This one. Are you clear? Now, after it expands this one, it is sitting here and it is seeing, yes man, I have here so many folders are available. Custom RRITech, PLP, this one, that one, so many things are available. Which folder I need to enter? Which folder I need to enter? That's why it is in dilemma. To avoid that dilemma, I need to create what, sir? Go to this folder. Like that I need to instruct somewhere. So that is what our next step, that is called as, we need to create one physical folder. We need to create one physical folder. Physical folder is the one, whatever name it is available here, see the same name, we need to provide in the DAC also. We need to provide in the DAC also. So where you can create this physical folder, where you need to create this physical folder, go to the DAC. In the DAC, I have the tools. In the tools, I have seed data. There I have what, sir? Task, physical folders. Task, physical folders. Click on that one. Then if you see here, some raw it is available. Someone is in lab, it they done. Now I want to create what, sir? My own thing. That is, click on new. What is your physical folder name? Custom underscore RRITech. Yesterday, whatever work we done, that work is available into this one. That is the reason I am trying to integrate this one. Let me take this name. Properties. I have your name here. That name I am copying and I am pasting here. I am using all copy and paste, sir, to eliminate the typo mistakes. Okay. Once it is done, click on save. I completed that one. Then my DAC server came and out of these all repository services, it selected my repository service. Okay, and it went for, this is the folder. After it went to this folder, then also we will get some question here. What is the question is, so many workflows are there, which workflow it has to run? That will be there. So we need to configure the workflow also. That workflow how to configure, later point out we come to understand. Before this one, whatever physical folder is available here, this physical folder name directly will not be understood by our DAC sir. This corresponding logical folder we need to create. Logical folder only can be understood by our DAC. That is the reason I am going for logical folder task, logical folders. This logical folder name, whatever you want, you can give it, sir. No issues. I am giving this logical folder name as new. Let us say, what do you want, sir? Your batch number B 151 underscore custom RRITech. Okay, something I given like this. Click on save, click on close. Now you may ask one question, sir, you created logical folder, you created physical folder. You are saying DAC can understand only logical folder, it can understand, but nowhere you map logical and physical folders, right? So that step also there. Somewhere you need to map logical and physical folders. Whenever I use this logical folder, then it has to go back into the what physical folder. That mapping should be there. That mapping will be done using your source system folders. In the source system folders under design, we have source system folders. Click on this one, click on what, sir? New. Whenever you click on new, then I have your one option, sir. What, sir? Logical folder, then I have what, sir? Physical folder. You can select your logical folder as B151, physical folder as custom RRITech, click on save. What will happen is whenever I am using this one, it will be pointing to backend, this one. That is our next step, 7th step. Okay, I completed this also. Then I need to go for next one. We created a physical database, yes or no? But we didn't create a logical database. I said already all logical names will be understood by DAC. So to create that logical data source, we need to go for tools. Then what, sir? Seed data. There I have one thing that is called as logical database. That is logical data source. Click on that one. Provide any one name. Click on new. Let us say I am providing as B151 underscore something ORCL. Something I provided. Okay. Click on save. Okay. Click on close. Whatever you want, you can do it. That also completed. Then what next? Mapping is done later time, not at this point of time. Okay, later point of time we will do that one mapping. Mapping will be done each and every task that we will discuss later point of time. Yeah. Now, yes, I created that also. We have different phases in the Informatica that is called as free load, post load, incremental load. These all things, different phases are there. Those all phases also we need to create here. If you go for the tools menu, there I have seed data, there I have what, sir? Task phases. Click on the task phase. Already one task phase is available that is called as general. If you want to create one more thing, click on new and you can create free load or post load, whatever you want. As of now, I am not creating anything. This is for the general. I am using that one. Okay, with this I completed totally my configuration of DAC, sir. What are the things we done? After the installation is completed, whenever you open the DAC client, login option will not be visible to you. We need to click on configure and we need to click on create one user ID. That is step 1. Step 2, we need to create one container. Container is the one where your tasks, subject areas, these all things will be stored. We can create a number of containers in the DAC. These all containers combinedly called as DAC repository. Step 3, we need to integrate our database with the DAC. That integration part will be taken care. Step 4, we need to integrate our repository service. We taken care of that repository service, how to integrate it. Step 5, we need to take care of integration service. We taken care of that also. Step 6, we need to create the what, sir? Physical folder. The physical folder we created. Step 7, we need to create logical folder. That logical folder we created. Step 8, we need to map logical folder and physical folder. We done that one. Step 9, we need to create logical data source. We created that one. Step 10, we need to create one task phase. The task phase also we created that one. These are the 10 major steps what we have in the configuration. Those all steps we done one by one. Okay, these all things will be completed whenever only one-time activities are this is. That means whenever your installation is done, these all 10 tasks will be taken care that day. Tomorrow onwards, we will not work with these all 10 options, sir. Are you clear what I'm trying to say? That means this is only one-time activity. Now onwards, whatever I am going to teach. This is what exactly what you will do regularly. Am I clear, sir? We completed installation, we completed configuration. Once installation and configuration is completed, then we need to enter into the actual work. In this actual work, we need to understand, end of my class, these are the topics. Let me give those topics. We need to understand what is task. That's the first one. Then we need to understand what is task group. Second one. Next we need to understand what you mean by subject area. Then we need to understand what you mean by execution plan. Then we need to understand how to schedule execution plan. Then we need to understand how to deploy or migrate, whatever you say, deploy DAC repository. Okay. These are the major points what we need to understand as a regular task, regular work. These are the main things what you need to understand as a regular your works. One is task. Next what, sir? Task group, subject area. Next, execution plan. Next, scheduling execution plan. Next, deploy DAC repository. From development to testing or testing to production, wherever you want. These are things we need to understand. First, let me start with the task. What do you mean by task? What do you mean by task? This task is nothing but whatever you done yesterday. What is the end product of Informatica, sir? What is the end product of Informatica? Workflow, right? First we created the source definition, then we created the target definition, then we created the mapping, then we created the session, then we created the last is what, sir? Workflow. So you are running workflow means what is happening, sir? It is going and reading the source, it is going and reading the target, and whatever logic is given, that logic also is reading, it is loading the data. So end product is workflow. So the end product in Informatica will come as a list product here. So a task is nothing but a workflow in what, sir? Informatica. A task is nothing but a workflow in Informatica. Now, how to create the task we need to understand. To create that one, I am going to the here. Yes, here what do you have, sir? Design tab. Then I have here what, sir? Task. Double click on that one. Then I need to create one new task. I am clicking on the new. Then I need to provide some name. I can provide whatever name I want. As a best practice, it is better to provide whatever workflow name is available. That workflow name you can provide. I am going for the workflows. What is the workflow available, sir, here? B151_EMP is available. I am taking this as a name. Right click. Next, properties. The name I am copying here, B151_EMP. Copy it and go here and paste here. And I said one point in the uses of the DAC. That is, DAC is useful to control incremental and full loads automatically. If you think like this B151_EXP is useful for the full load, then we need to provide the name here. If you think like it is useful for incremental load, you need to provide name here. Full load means what, sir? You need to provide name here. If you provide both the places, what will happen? First time it will be doing the full load, second time onwards it will be doing what, sir? Incremental load. Are you clear what I'm trying to say? If I didn't provide here the name and I provide only here, then what will happen, sir? Each and every time it will be doing only full load. If I didn't provide the name here, if I provide only here, then what will happen, sir? Each and every time it will be doing only incremental load. So incremental and full loads can be handled very easily. All of you, please concentrate here, sir. Till this point of time, we are not understanding anything also, no problem, because installation and configuration will be one-time activity. The documents also clearly available wherever you want, you can get that one. There is not issue. Whatever tasks are written here, these tasks will be available only in RRA Tech. Okay. So you need to understand this one. Regularly, whatever you are going to do tasks, also this is what the tasks will do. Right. Now, I created these names. Next, what's the folder name? In which folder it is available? If you see in the folder name down, you are seeing here logical folders or physical folders, sir? What are you seeing, sir? Logical folders only we are seeing. We are seeing only logical folders. If you select any one logical folder, let us say B151 underscore custom underscore RRA Tech. Next, physical source. Physical source, if you see here carefully, primary source. Primary source, if you see carefully, here also we are seeing logical names or physical names, sir? Logical names only we are seeing. I am selecting one of the logical names, let us say B151 over here. Primary target also I am selecting B151 over cell. Why? Because in my case, my source table as well as my target table both are available where, sir? Single database. Yes or no? Right. That is the reason I selected that one. Next, I need to provide here task phase. What is the phase you want? Let us say preload or post load, those are things we created the phases, those are things will appear in the drop down. I am selecting a general execution type. See here, sir, as of now, DAC is supporting only 4 programs. One is what, sir? It can execute one Informatica, SQL file, or stored procedure, or external program. That means VB script or any JavaScript, those are things if there, you can execute it. Are you clear? Now I am going for Informatica because this execution plan, whatever I taken is Informatica. Now I am clicking on save. Once you click on the save, then right click on this record, whatever record you created, that record. There I have one option, that is what, sir? Synchronization of tasks. Click on that. Click on OK. Click on OK. What is happening now backend is, it is going and talking with the repository service, and it is going to the physical folder. It is going to that workflow. Once it went to the workflow, in the workflow is going to where, sir? Session. Session to where it goes, sir? Mapping. Mapping to source tables and target tables. Those all logics will be came to here. Are you clear, sir? That is the reason it is saying what, see here carefully. B151 underscore exp tables, B151 underscore exp added. EMP is already available. In the previous batches, already imported that one. That is the reason EMP table definition is already available. But what is not available, sir? B151 exp is added. It is not available because that is the fresh table as you created, right? Yes or no? So that is how it is went to the mapping, and it is able to understand this is the source table, this is the target table. You understand, sir, how the communication backend is happening? My DAC server first went to the repository services. Repository services too, I used here, this is the logical folder name, right? This logical folder name corresponding physical folder is there. Using this physical folder to understand, okay, this mapping is available in this physical folder. Thereafter, based on this name, it understands, okay, I need to contact this workflow. That workflow has backend mapping. So workflow is mapped with the session. Session is mapped with the mapping. Mapping contains source table and target tables. Like that, the communication of the DAC is going backend. Yes. Now I am clicking on OK. My synchronization is completed. That means whatever metadata is available, those all metadata are came here. So what is the target table, sir? corresponding to B151 underscore EXP. What is the target table? B151 underscore EXP is your target table. Next, you may have somewhere source tables. What is your source table, sir? EMP is your source table. If any indexes or anything are available, those all things also will be imported here. Now, once it is done, then we need to import one more workflow. How to do, sir? Same process. Click on new S. You people get me? Click on new. Next, we need to provide name. That name is equal to, I am taking from here only. What is the name, sir? Here I am taking this the name. Let us say right click. Next, properties. Next, this name I am taking and I am going here and I am putting the same name here. Same name here. Same name. Folder name is equal to this one. Next, primary source equal to B151. Primary target is equal to B151. Task phase equal to general. Execution type is equal to Informatica. Priority, that is okay. Next, save it. I saved. Once you save this one, right click on this one, then synchronize task. Click on OK. OK. Then it is synchronizing. So I have here two workflows. One is called as B151 EXP. Other one is called as B151 underscore filter. Similarly, if you want, you can take all the workflows also if you want. Okay. As of now, let me go with these two workflows. Any questions? Yes or no? You understand how the DAC server is concentrating on the Informatica server or not? How it is going and how it is communicating. Right. Once it is done, click on OK. These are all two things. I need to make some dependency order and all, right? I need to make some dependency order. Where I can make the dependency order and all. The dependency order can be developed using one thing that is called as what, sir? Task group. That is called as task group. That is the reason I am going for task group. Before that one, once again I am saving this one. Okay, then I am going for task groups. Double click on this one. Then I am going for new. Your batch number I am giving here B151TZ. TZ stands for task group. One task group contains n number of what, sir? Tasks, obviously, n number of tasks will be there. Now I am clicking on this save. Once I save that one, here I have one option, that is what, sir? Child tasks, add or remove. Then go for what are the two tasks that are available. The two tasks I am selecting. Click on add. Click on OK. Here one important parameter is available that is called as what, sir? Dependency order. So dependency order we are setting using what, sir? Using what? Task group. Using what? Task group. Here I am providing, let us say 10 this is I am providing, let us say 20 this is. Whatever shortest number is available, that means whatever small number is available, the small number one will be executed first. The big number one will be executed second. If I given both are same numbers, what will happen? Parallelly it will be executing. Parallelly it will be executing. If I given different numbers, whichever is small is there, that will be executed first, second will go for the rest one. If I given same numbers, both will be executed parallelly. Both will be executed parallelly. Now I am clicking on OK. Before that one, let me save it. Then I am going for OK. I created the task group also. Those task groups came here. In this task group, I have two things. One is B151 underscore filter, B151 underscore EXP. My dependency order is 10 and 20. First I am suggesting first execute filter, then execute what, sir? Expression. Remember this one. Later we need to observe this one. Like this one it is executing or not. Okay, first I give what, sir? Filter. Next I give what, sir? Expression. I completed the task group also. Then I need to go for next one is what, sir? Subject area. We did on one point in the DAC uses that is called as we can organize all our workflows as for subject area. As for subject area. That's the reason we are going to create one subject area here. Click on new. Now I am giving one subject area name. Let us say your batch number B151 subject area. Okay, click on save. One subject area contains n number of tasks and task groups. A number of tasks and task groups. Okay, I am going for here. Somewhere we have here tasks. Okay, it is disturbing. Let me move just a bit up. Then I have here one thing. What is sir? Tasks are available. Click on add or remove. Now we need to select here task group and task. Let us say B151 task group. Now you may ask one question. What is the question is? Once we move the task group means by default inside this task group we have 2 tasks, right? Why I need to move tasks also? But there is no other goes. Tool will work like that. So we need to take task group as well as tasks also. Tool is designed like that. We need to take tasks as well as task group, both the things. Am I clear, sir? What I'm trying to say? Yeah, that whatever it is reason. Okay, tool will work in that way. So that is the reason we are moving those are things. Now click on what, sir? Okay. Now if you click on this OK, clearly it is identifying which is the group one, which is the detail one. You are not doing anything. Automatically tool is identifying, okay, this one is the group corresponding thing. Inside this group we have these 2 things are tasks. Are you clear, sir? Okay, once it is completed, let me click on the save. I saved, then I want to go for one thing that is called as what, sir? Assemble. It will assemble all the tasks and task groups and will make something. Click on assemble, click on OK. Then here one thing will get, then click on accept, click on OK. Then it is accepted. Then it is accepted. Now, yes, subject area also completed. Then we need to go for what, sir? Execution plan. Next one is execution plan. Subject area is completed. Then we need to go for execution plan. I am going for execution plan. Click on these tasks and task groups. All things will be grouping in one place. Okay. I am going for the execute. Then I am going for one execution plan new. Then I need to provide some name here. I am providing some name. Let us say your batch number B151 execution plan. One execution plan will contain a number of subject areas. All the things will be one too many, sir. Whatever points I given here, all things are one too many. I mean, a number of tasks makes task group, a number of task groups makes subject area, a number of makes execution plans. Right. Now I am going for execution plan B151 EP next. Subject areas next, add or remove next, select 151 subject area, click on add, click on OK, click on OK. I add the one. Then I have here one thing that is called as parameters. Before going for parameters, first save this one. I saved it. Click on this parameters. Now click on this generate. Click on this one. By default, one will be there. Click on OK. Now you should get here your folder and as well as your data source. Here we mapped our physical folder and logical folder, right? Yes or no? Already we mapped our physical folder and logical folder. But we didn't do mapping of what, sir? Databases. That things we need to confirm here. If you see here, first of all go for the folder. Folder is directly came as what, sir? Custom underscore RRI tech is came. This is our physical folder or not? Automatically this came. If it is by default, due to some XYZ reason, tool is not able to identify properly your physical folder. No issues, you can modify from here itself. Some more physical folder is available raw, that raw I can select here. Are you clear, sir? Now, similarly, your physical database name value is what, sir? Actually, warcell is the actual value, right? But it's giving warcell 1, 2, 3, 4 something. No. Both are correct only. We given something here wrongly actually. Wrongly in a sense, we didn't follow the standardizations. If you go for the setup, physical data sources, how many physical data sources are there? 2 things are there. By default is mapping to where, sir? Warcell 1, 2, 3, 4 it is mapping. Both are pointed to, in my case, what, sir? Warcell. Whatever you are giving, that is correct only. But in case of real time, what will happen, sir? For source, one database will be there. For target, one database will be there. At that time, if you go for your execution plan and all, suppose in this parameters it wrongly identified and it is given as something else database wrongly, then we can change here whatever way you want. Are you clear, sir? What I am going to say? In this drop down, we need to select proper your database. The database should be your source tables and target table containing database. I am selecting here ORC, let us say. Click on what, sir? Save. Now tell me, I have here two databases, and what will you do? That is regular case, right? My source will be available in source database, OLTP. My target will be available in OLAP database. Whenever you are clicking on the generate, did you observe or not? I am getting one drop down here. If I select here 2, what will happen? Click on 2, click on OK. What is happening here? I got here what, sir? 4 instances I got. Then for this data source instance, I can map with what, sir? Source database. For this data source instance, I can map with what, sir? Target database. Are you clear what I'm trying to say? If you have multiple databases, let us say 10 databases are there, no issues. What do you need to do, sir? While you are generating parameters, we need to generate more parameters and we need to associate those 10 databases. Is it clear? As of now, my case it is only 1, so I am saying here only 1. Click on OK. Then I am properly trying to map here. Let us say I am mapping. Then I am mapping over, so that is perfect. This customer target, that is perfect. Next, as parameters are completed, once it is completed, then click on save. Yes, I am saving this one. Once it is completed, right click on this one. Then I have one option that is called as what, sir? Build. Click on that build. If everything is correct, then it should be build should be successful. Once build is successful, execution plan successfully built. Now let me recall whatever we done. Whatever workflow it is available in Informatica, that workflow we imported into the DAC using one terminology that is called as task. So in our DAC, task is equivalent to in Informatica what, sir? Workflow. In one task, maximum how many workflows may be mapped, sir? 1 or 2, 1 or 2, 1 or 2. 1 or 2, 1 or 2. 2, right? Full load I can keep one workflow. Incremental load I can keep other workflow, right? Yes or no? If you go for the task, did you observe or not? In the task, if people are doing full load, we are giving one workflow. Incremental load, we are giving what, sir? One workflow. I can use separate workflow for the full load, separate workflow for the incremental load. That is possible or not? Possible. If I do like that, one task maximum map with what, sir? 2. Right, that is completed. So all are one too many, sir. All are one too many. That's what I am trying to say. N number of workflows makes what, sir? N is here 2 only, restricted to 2. N means not the 100 again. Okay, 2 workflows, 2 are less than 2 workflows makes what, sir? Task. N number of tasks makes what, sir? Task group. Once task is completed, we need to do one activity that is called as synchronization of tasks. Synchronization of tasks, what we will do is we will go and read our mapping, and whatever definitions are there, those all definitions will be taken into the DAC. Synchronization of tasks are completed, then we can integrate these all tasks into where, sir? Task group. One task group contains a number of tasks. Once this task group is also completed, in task group we are going to handle only one main area, that is what, sir? Dependency order. We are going to handle one main area that is called as dependency order. Then these all task groups and tasks are going to integrate into one area that is called as what, sir? Subject area. In the subject area, we need to assemble this one. These all things will be disassembled and will maintain the one order and all over there. In our business, let us say you have 10 business areas. One is sales, one is loyalty, like that. Then we have how many subject areas are here? 10 subject areas will be there. 10 subject areas will be there. Subject area, business area, data mart, all are one and the same. If you have n number of data marts, the n number of data marts corresponding here, what will be there, sir? N number of subject areas will be there. Now, next one is what, sir? Execution plan. While creating the execution plan, we need to generate parameters. That is very important task. And we need to integrate a number of subject areas. Then we need to build that one. These are the points what we need to remember. Then once execution plan is done, then we need to run this one, right? Before running this one, I would like to show the icon. What is the icon, sir? Yellow color, it is available. That means it is idle position. And also I would like to show you workflow monitor. some workflow I am running automatically, workflow monitor will be open. Workflow monitor is open. Now if you see here, this is what it is running right here. Whatever way you are seeing a running parameter here, now I am going to go for the DAC. In the workflow monitor, anything is running, sir, now? In workflow monitor, now anything is running? Nothing is running. In workflow monitor, now nothing is running. At this point of time, now I am going to the DAC and I am running from there. Then what will happen in the back end? Now I need to observe that one. Okay, I am going to the DAC. Now I am selecting our B1 from EP. Then I am going for here run now option. Click on this run now option. Once you click on the run now option, immediately you will get one pop-up window. Click on yes, click on OK. You can see your current run. You can see your task. You can see here refresh. See, sir, order is what is coming, sir? Depth 0. This is the task group. Then first is what, sir? Filter. Second is what, sir? Expression. If you click on this refresh, then you come to understand it is running. It is queued. If you go back end and if you see, refresh. It will take some time to come triggering from there to here. Okay, we're supposed to see here now. That that option. Yes. What happened, sir? Now it is running. Okay. Filter is running, is completed. This is a filter. Already it is completed. Then what, sir? Expression. It is running. Both the things are ran or not? Are you clear what I'm trying to say? Filter and expression, both the things are ran. If you see here, if I click on this refresh button, it says all the things are completed and still it is not updated. Okay. Again, if you click on the refresh, then what things are completed. What is happening? You are running from the DAC and immediately Informatica will be taking care from there. So DAC role is what, sir, here? Just to the running and to maintain the order, proper order and all. This is scheduling tool, nothing much is there. It's a scheduling tool or it is a running tool or it is a monitoring tool. Okay, right. If I show here 2 or 3 things, it may not be that looking good. Let me go for one live one. Let us say by default we'll get one thing that is called as universal. If you see in the universal, okay, if you go for this execution plan, universal is selected. See, sir, how many tasks are there, sir, here? In one subject area, I have so many tasks. This is one subject area that is called as forecasting. This is called as what, sir? Loyalty is one subject area. Next what, sir? Marketing is one subject area. Next, marketing leads is one subject area. Next what, sir? Pricing is one subject area. In each and every subject area, again I have what, sir, here? So many workflows are there. These are workflows. Dependency order also we created. Are you clear? Here I may be working with the only 2 things, but you may need to work with the more things. That's the only difference. Clear? Yes, I completed now this part that is called as execution plan. Then what, sir? Scheduling a execution plan. How we can schedule it? Let me go for our thing, RRA Tech container. Then I am going for setup. There I have execute and there I am going for scheduling. Which button will be useful, sir? Scheduler. Go for the scheduler. Then I have here one option that is called as new. Click on the new. We need to provide some name. I am providing B151. Next, scheduling SC. I need to provide some execution plan. That execution plan is equal to I am giving your execution plan only. Then I am saying here minutely I can run, hourly I can run, or daily you can run, or weekly you can run. But I am saying as of now to show immediately to people run only once. Start date is equal, what is the time now, sir? 8:44, 10 minutes. So I am giving, let us say this is 8:46. Click on OK. Once you given run only once, and this time I given click on save. Okay, once it is saved, now I given what is the schedule times are 46. Whenever it is 46, it will be running. That's what we are expecting, right? It won't run like that. 1 minute delay will be there, 1 or 2 minutes delay will be there. It is 46 means immediately it may not be running. 47 or 48 will be running. Okay, why? Because my servers are not that much accurate, right? Yes or no? So it will go for 1 or 2 minutes delay. Even in real time also delay will be there, but not 1 or 2 minutes. It will be 30 seconds, 40 seconds delay will be there. Their configurations will be like that. My configuration, my CPU configuration will be very low configurations. Whatever I have is 6 GB RAMs and these all things, right? It will not be that much of fast. Are you clear what I'm trying to say? Right. So by the time 47 or 48, you can expect this will be coming to the green color. Okay. Instead of waiting for that one, we'll go for the next concept. Next is what, sir? That is called as deploying the DAC repository. What do you mean by deploying DAC repository? Whatever work we done now, this all work, you want to move into the development to testing. How we can move that one? Where this DAC repository is going and saving first, that we need to understand. We know in case of RPD, we are developing OBIA RPD. We know end of the day that is creating one file backend that is available in the repository folder, right? Reports and dashboards are developing. We know end of the day that is going back and storing in the catalog folder with the name of web catalog, right? Those two things we are moving from here to there. That automatically what will happen, sir? It is done. What about here? What about here? Where it is saving? That we need to understand. Okay, to make that one, I am waiting for this. It will be start or not. Okay, let me wait for 1 minute. I think 1 minute will not be a big deal. Now it is already 46. I am expecting another minute. It should be start. 47 or 48. It should start. What is that? DAC is a free tool you are asking, right? It's not the free tool, it is also chargeable. Yeah, it is running. That's what I said, right? My servers will be a bit slow. Okay. So it is running. Running means what is happening, sir? Backend. That monitor, if you go and see, here it is triggering that one. Here it is running that one. First it needs to be run filter, then followed by expression should run. Expression also will be triggered slowly. Slowly it will trigger that also. Yeah, now what happened, sir? It is running. So we given our dependency order. Do you remember what, sir? I given dependency order is what, sir? Filter for 10, expression for 20. 10 is a small number. That is the reason first it is executed. 20 is the biggest number. That is the reason it went for the second. Am I clear? Right. Now that is what the meaning of scheduling. We understand now how to schedule it. Then we need to go for last concept. Last concept that is called as deployment. How to deploy it? I done all the work, whatever it is, a very small tool. I have only 3 buttons are available here. I understand now each and every button what to do, right? Yes or no? Anything is doubtful, sir? Let us say design. We will go one by one tab. First we learn about setup tab. In setup tab, what to learn, sir? DAC system properties. Nothing to learn in this one. Automatic with the installation, these all things will come to the picture. Informatica servers. We understand how to integrate repository service, integration service, these all things. Then we went for what, sir? Physical data sources. We understand how to integrate that one. Next one, sir? Email recipients. This is nothing but we can add one email to understand the whenever some server is running, some workflow is running, immediately one mail will be triggered to you. Suppose it is failed, immediately one mail will be triggered to you. Suppose it is succeeded, immediately one mail will be triggered to you. To trigger a mail to you, we need to configure what, sir? Mail ID here. So you can go and you can configure here. Click on new, then give some name here. Let us say ROM, and the mail ID is equal to dwromready@gmail.com, and notification level. Immediately you want to notificate or slowly also can notificate. The priority I am setting here. Now click on save. Whenever I click on save, whenever some changes occur in the server moment, server moment. That means it is failed. It will come to the red color. If it is succeeded, it will come to where, sir? Sorry. Completed, everything is complete. It will come to where, sir? Orange color. If it is starting running, then what will happen, sir? It will come to the green color. Then whenever the icon color is changing, we will get one mail to you. Are you clear what I am trying to say? Whenever the icon color is changing, then immediately you get the one mail. That means any starting or completed or failed, whatever it happened. Now, next in this design tab, any questions, sir? Subject areas, tables, we know what are the reported tables will be available, indexes will be available here, task groups, tasks, configuration tags, source system parameters, nothing is available. Next one, execute. Execution patterns we know already, current run things you can see using current run tab. Run history, if you want to see, you can see the run history, what are the things we ran previously, those are things you can see here. Next, scheduler, we understand. Any difficulties there, sir, here? That's what I said, it is a very small tool. Similar tool, if I want to develop also, I can develop within 15 days of time. Within 15 days of time, but I require one good Java coding guy. Okay, one good Java coding guy I required because I am not that good in Java, right? So if I have one good Java coding guy, then I can give what are the things we need to go execution order and all. I can make him to do within 15 days. That much of simple tool. Tool development itself is 15 days. Okay, right. Now we have to understand last point that is called as deployment. Last point that is called as deployment. For that I have here tools menu, DAC repository management. There I have one option that is what, sir? Export. Whatever work we done, that all work we can export as a one folder. Let me export this one. I am clicking on export. At the time it is asking what you want to export. I want to export all logicals, override logs, files, runtime activities and user data, all the things I want to export. Here how many containers you have, sir? 3 containers, RR-ATEC, Inversa, RR-ATEC 1 is there. What container you want to export? Let us say I want to export 2 things. One is RR-ATEC as well as RR-ATEC 1. Sorry, Inversa. Then I am clicking on OK. Now it is asking confirmation. For that confirmation we need to provide this number. I am providing that number. Click on yes. Then it is exporting. Completed 1%, completed 4%, 5%, 8%, 10%. Okay, once it is 100% completed, then where it is exported? Where is the location? Did you observe the location of something you given over there? We didn't given. Automatically this came actually. Automatically this came some location. You didn't observe that one? Okay. We'll see once again, no issues. Go ahead.
Can you set the dependencies based on the status of the
Status of the task means that we handle in Informatica level only. Why you are coming here? I understood your question. What is your goal is? Suppose I have here, this is the one task, control C, control V. Let us say I have here one more task. Okay, and I am going for task, link task. What is you want to make is, whenever this task is failed, then I don't want to run this task like that things. As a DAC don't know what is the mapping, what is work, what is your session. DAC knows only what's a workflow. So it cannot control internally session between dependencies. It cannot control between these two things what is happening, that things it cannot control. Are you clear what I am trying to say? It can control only workflow dependencies. It cannot control session dependencies. If you want session dependencies, you made that one. How you need to make is, you go here session 1 and here we have the success are some parameters are there. User defined functions. There you can see special, scientific, numeric, financial, date, all functions. There I have error time. Where is status? Yeah, I am looking for this one. The status you can take here, you can define it as status is equal to success. Succeeded, yeah, succeeded, that is the spelling, the exact spelling. That we need to define here. What happens is, it will be controlling between this one, these two are correct, then only it will move. That we can do in station level only, not in the DAC level. You got my point? Now something we are doing, we are exporting it, it is exported, click on OK. Now where we given the path, sir, we have no chance to see that one. This is what the path. Change import or export folder. Actually, what is the path it is pointing? See, Oracle BI, DWRef, DAC metadata, DAC client, next export. Go to that location. I am taking the same path. It's not copying. Let me go for C. Next what, sir? Oracle BI. Oracle BI next. DWRef. Next. DWRef next. DAC metadata. DAC metadata next. DAC client. Next. Export. In the export, we have all the things whatever we done. If you want, I will show you somewhere RRA folder also will be available. Yes. RRA folder. In the RRA folder, tasks something is saying. Tasks. What are the tasks we have said? Some tasks folders are created here. Next. Tables. Some tables folders are created here. And task table, subject area, some subject areas are created here. This is your total container, whatever you done now. Are you clear? Suppose to confirm it is ours really or not. To confirm it is really ours or not, what I will do is, I will go front end, I will go for here, click on, cancel this one. What I will do is, I am going for design, I am going for tasks. Okay, then I have here some tasks, right? Let us say these two tasks are available. Someone's tasks are available here. Okay, what I am doing is I am selecting this one, I am deleting it. This also I am deleting. Now I am saying I want to recover this one. Question is clear? I want to recover this one. How I can recover it, sir? Import it. Yes, go for tools menu, then DAC repository management, then import from same location, then go for what you want to import exactly. You don't want to import universal because universal nothing we disturb. We disturb only what, sir? RRI tech. That's the reason I am going for RRI tech. And runtime and user data, all the things I want to import. Click on OK. Give some confirmation code. Click on S. Then after few seconds, you should see here those two tasks also, if everything is going good. Now, if people tell me development to test you want to do means what all you need to do, sir? In the development, you need to export it. That folder, whatever it is, the export folder, we need to import into where, sir? Testing environment. You need to import into testing environment. Same thing applicable for testing to production also. In testing, we need to export it. In production, we need to import it. In production, we need to import. That's what the process what we need to do. Correct. Not copying. Yeah. You mean to say CPUs are different. You mean to say, yeah. Normally what will happen is that path, whatever is export location is there, right? That export location, you can put your common share path also. The share path is the one which can be accessed by development server, that can be accessed by testing server. We'll export, from development environment, we'll export to the some common share path. From testing server, we'll import from common share path. Am I clear? Yes, madam. What I said? What is the deployment? So we are going for some common share path. Then common share path we are exporting from the development and we are importing to the testing environment from the common share path. See, sir, here I imported, right? Even though I deleted these two things, after importing, what happened, sir? Those two things came here. That means our export is happened properly or not? This is how we can deploy it. With this, I completed total DAC, sir. This is what the DAC. Even one entry level trainee came to my team. Okay, I will ask my team lead or team member to give training of how much time, training plan will be there. Normally, officially, if you go means training plan, everything will be there. Training plan also will go for half an hour of training plan for this one. Half an hour of training plan for this one. But the reason is we are not going to explain how to install this product, how to configure this product. We'll explain only what, sir? We explain only what, sir? These are the 6 concepts we'll explain. 6 concepts that I'm doing manually, that is the reason it's taken this much time. 6 concepts in the training environment, KT environment, we will not do the practically. We will be showing on PowerPoint, this is what, this is what, this is what. Yes or no? That's the reason we used to give 20 or 30 minutes of training plan for this tag. After 20 or 30 minutes, we'll sit in the live project and we'll execute everything clearly, no issues. Because that's simple concept, that's simple tool actually. Am I clear, sir? Any questions? Right.
While running it, there may be a chance to get a weather. How can we do it?
What the question is here, while running the DAC, you may get some error. Then how to debug that one? Each and every server backend will have what, sir? Log file is common. Here also we have the log file. We need to go to that log file and we need to debug it. Where that log file is available is, if you install the DAC, what will happen is in the Oracle BI. In the Oracle BI, one folder is created that is called as what, sir? DW ref, one folder is created. Sorry. I'm sorry. One folder is created outside the C only. That is called as what, sir? Ora home. That is called as Ora home. Inside this Ora home, 10gr31. Then if you go for the BI foundation DAC, then I have one thing that is called as server log somewhere. Server log, here logs will be available. And here also we have some other logs. Okay, these are the logs, whatever things we have, those are things also you can use it and you can do it. Our corresponding thing you can actually access by seeing the date modified. Where is the date modified, sir? 5. What is the date? July 15th, right? July 15th. This is what? This only. This is what, sir? July 15th. This is only, right? 858. If you go for the repository report, we are doing what, sir? Import and export we've done. These are things it is registered. And post ETL summary and DAC. This is what we ran, right? B151 TZ underscore ORCL. These are things we ran. Any errors you can come to these logs and you can observe here. Only server specific. Server specific means what, sir? It is starting or is stopping. It is what is happening. Those all things will be captured using what, sir? Server log. These are the 2 things what you need to remember. Are you clear what I am trying to say? These logs will be very detailed in nature. That means what task it is running, what execution plan it is running, what is happening. Those all things will be registered here. Our logs today, what have we done? That logs are starting from where, from here we started. From here to here, whatever things are created today, whatever activities are done, those all things are here. Are you clear? Whatever stage it is given the wrong log file, you can go and you can verify that one. Suppose you are creating one task, you are synchronizing the task. If the synchronization time is given some error, that corresponding what will you do, sir? Some log will be there, you can go and you can debug it. You created one task group and you are trying to assemble it. I'm sorry. You are creating a subject area, you are trying to assemble it. At the time it is given an error, you can go and verify here what is happening. If you created one building your execution plan, you can go and verify here. So whatever stage you are doing activity, at the time it is throwing any error, you can go and verify here. Am I clear? Any questions? With this I completed DAC. Have a good breakfast and come back. We are going to start OBIA. OBIA will take exactly 2 to 3 hours of time. Okay, depending on the situation, we go max is 3 hours. Okay, thank you.